This is what my bullet journals used to look like, abandoned after a few months, guilt-inducing, and sitting on my shelf mocking me. And this is the system that finally stuck. For years I tried everything, printed planners with pre-made layouts, the pure bullet journaling method with all its symbols, digital planners that felt disconnected, and really elaborate bullet journal spreads that took hours to set up. I'd always drop off after a few months because they were either too complicated, too plain, or required too many steps to maintain. Then I discovered minimalist bullet journaling, and it changed everything. Let me guess, you've probably experienced this too. You spend an entire Sunday afternoon setting up beautiful spreads for the month ahead. Trackers, habit logs, mood charts, elaborate headers. It looks Instagram perfect. Then life happens, you miss a day, then two, then suddenly it's the 15th and you haven't touched your journal since the 3rd, and now you feel too guilty to go back because you'd have to fill in all those blank spaces. Or maybe you went the opposite direction, pure minimalism was just rapid logging, but it felt too clinical, too boring. There was no creative outlet, nothing that made you actually want to open the journal. The solution? A middle ground that's about function first, but still tickles that creative itch. Today I'm walking you through my 4-page setup that replaced the tens of spreads I used to create, plus my monthly and daily layouts that take very little time to set up. The system is so simple that you can't not use it, and I'm going to show you exactly why each element matters and how to customize it for your life. I've shrunk down my entire front of journal setup to just 4 pages. Let me show you why each one matters. Page 1 is your previous year in review. Now you might be thinking, why look backwards when I'm planning forwards? Here's why this page is genius. It's a gift to future you. When you're having a rough day next December, you can flip back and see everything that you accomplished and enjoyed this year. But more importantly, it helps you right now. When you sit down and actually write down what you did this year, the books you read, the places you visited, the skills you learned, the challenges you overcame, you realise that you accomplished way more than you thought. It's proof that you can accomplish the goals you're about to set. A good way to get the ideas flowing is to think of your year in categories: personal growth, relationships, creative projects, and unexpected wins. That last category is my favourite because it captures those surprise moments that made the year special but weren't planned. Page 2 is your goals page, and this is where the year in review pays off. You can see patterns. Maybe you loved learning new crafts, so you set a goal to try 3 new creative hobbies. Or you noticed that you felt best when you were active, so you set a movement goal. Here's the thing about writing down goals. Studies show that people who physically write their goals are 42% more likely to achieve them than those who just think about them. I split my goals into 3 categories: non-negotiables, things I'm committed to, stretch goals, things I'd love to achieve, and exploratory goals, things I want to try with no pressure. For example, my non-negotiables include moving house, my stretch goal is getting the house painted, and an exploratory goal is finishing my knitting projects. The key is variety. Mix big and small, serious and fun. Don't make them all massive life-changing goals because you'll burn out. Include things like try 5 new restaurants, alongside save for a house deposit. Page 3 is my absolute favourite. Your highlights page for the year ahead. I draw out simple boxes or shapes. I like to do one for each month, I'll be adding tip-ins here, and leave them mostly blank. Throughout the year, when something makes you genuinely happy, a perfect day, an achievement, a beautiful moment, you can come back and jot it in that month's box. The page serves 2 purposes. It trains you to notice joy in real time, and it creates a beautiful record to look back on. If you're enjoying this and want more minimalist planning tips, hit that subscribe button, it really helps support the channel. Page 4 is pure function. It's a page divider reference guide. This might seem unnecessary, but trust me, it's a time saver. I count up the dots on my journal page and mark where the halfway point is, where quarters are, and where thirds are. Why? Because when you're setting up spreads, you're not sitting there counting dots every single time, trying to figure out where to draw your lines. You just flip to this page, see that halfway is 13 dots down, and boom, you're done. It's these tiny friction reducers that make the system sustainable. Now we get into the monthly spread, and this is where minimalism really shines. I use a simple box calendar layout, just small boxes for each day of the month, where I can write events, appointments, and special dates. Next to it, there's a blank space for a monthly brain dump or a to-do list. Here's why this works better than elaborate monthly spreads. You can set this up in a few minutes, and it actually gets used. I used to create monthly spreads with habit trackers, mood charts, and goal reviews. They looked beautiful, but I never maintained them because it was too much. This simple calendar shows me what's coming up at a glance. The blank space next to it is flexible. Sometimes it's a to-do list, some months it's notes about a big project, and some months it's just doodles. The flexibility means that I actually use it instead of feeling pressured to fill predetermined sections. Finally, the daily pages, and this is the game changer. I don't set up my entire month in advance anymore. I simply write in dates as I go, sometimes the week ahead or even just the next day. This removes all that guilt I used to feel. I'm not staring at 20 blank daily page spreads that I should have filled in. I'm not locked into a layout I chose 3 weeks ago that doesn't fit today's needs, and I'm definitely not spending my Sunday evenings drawing out elaborate daily headers. I do like variety though, so I rotate through a few simple layouts. Sometimes I'll do traditional vertical daily logs, 1 per page. Sometimes I'll do a week across 2 pages with days running horizontally, and sometimes I'll do a 2-day spread. The key is that each layout takes a minute maximum to set up. Here's what I actually write in my daily pages: a short list of tasks, any appointments, and a few sentences about my day. That's it. Some days I write more, some days less. The system doesn't punish me for having a busy day when I only jot down 3 words. And here's the beautiful part. Because the setup is so minimal, I actually write in my journal daily. It's become a habit because there's zero barrier to entry. I'm not avoiding my journal because I need to set up next week first. I just open it and write. Now you might be thinking, but what about habit tracking? What about collections? Here's the thing, you can absolutely add those. The minimalist approach doesn't mean you can't have them, it just means you only add what you will actually use. If you genuinely track your water intake every day, add a simple water tracker to your monthly spread. If you're planning a trip, create a travel collection, but don't add them because you think you should. You can also use this layout with the traditional bullet journal method of symbols: dots for tasks, circles for events, dashes for notes. That method just isn't what I'm using right now, but the beauty of this system is that it works with any approach. The goal is a journal that serves you, not one that you serve. So I no longer feel guilty about my bullet journal sitting untouched because I haven't pre-set up the entire month. I'm not paralysed by setup time when I just want to write about my day. The system gave me back the joy of journaling without the pressure of perfection. If you want to see the system in action, I'll link my latest Journal With Me video where you can watch me actually use these spreads in real time. Thanks for watching. Drop a comment telling me what journaling system you're currently using. I'd love to hear what's working for you. And if you like this video, you're going to love this one.